Yo, what's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Stacks, and I'm back with another episode of Grew Up Inside. As always, first and foremost, appreciate everybody that views my videos, everybody that been rocking with me since day one, fucking with our music and all that, and the content. I appreciate that shit more than y'all might think, man. So if you haven't done it yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I don't know what you waiting on, man. Hit it. Hit that little button down there. And the notification bell. That way every time I drop a new video, you're going to get notified and you can view it first. Alright? So today what I'm going to talk about, man, is good days and bad days. Good days and bad days. Everyone has them. You know what I mean? I don't care who you are. You're going to wake up on the wrong side of the bed sometimes. Alright? So I'm going to start off with the bad days. And when you're locked up and doing time, you're in a room. It's just think of like taking a fucking pack of alpha male wolves and putting them all in one room together. They might be alright at first for a little bit, but eventually it's gonna be a fucking bloody fight to the death, and whoever is the most superior is gonna be on top. And naturally, the next man's gonna fall in line, and the next man's gonna fall in line behind him. You know what I mean? So it's like a food chain. And in jail and prison, lock up, wherever you're doing time at, I don't give a goddamn if it's a rehab center. The guy with the most time in and experience, knowledge wise, and just a bidder. What we would call a bidder, someone that does their time and don't let their time do them, naturally usually gravitates towards the top of the totem pole. You know what I mean? And you're going to be dealing with hundreds of different fucking personalities on a daily basis. You know what I mean? So another thing with the good and bad days is you gotta know how to roll with the punches. You gotta be a very adaptive individual to do time and come out with your sanity. You know what I mean? Come out with your health. A lot of guys I know, they go in and they say jail preserves you, and yes, it does if you can bid. If you can be a bidder, if you could do your time and not let your time do you. If you're in there constantly stressing over, your kids and your girl and this, and your dad didn't put $20 on your books and blah, blah, this, that, and the third. Whatever the fucking case is, you still have to carry yourself and conduct yourself like nothing is wrong. You know what I mean? So you have to be an adaptive person. I don't care what nobody says. Like, you gotta be able to adapt to crazy and outlandish situations that you normally wouldn't be presented with in the free world. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have your bad days and wake up on the wrong side of the bed, right? So you got to know how to still keep your shit in check, because look, I'll give you a scenario. It could be your right-hand man, you know what I mean? But you met him in jail. You don't know him from the street. So you know him, that's your homie. You cooking with him every night. You guys whipping up fucking chi-chis, fat fucking bowls of food, coffee, candy, all that. You know what I mean? In the mornings, whenever you guys work out, you're hitting sets together with him. When he hits his set, you're watching his back. And when you hit your set, he's watching yours. You know what I mean? But he could be having a bad day at the same time you're having a bad day. And again, that's your homie, but you don't know him like that. So you don't know exactly what's going to push his button for him to be like, yo, lace up, bro. You know what I mean? Like, strap up is what we were saying in the jail, in the prison where I did time. Strap up. You know what I mean? Strap the fuck up. You don't know what's gonna push him over the edge to get him to want to fight you. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter whether you're in a good, if you're having a bad day or not. You're not having a good day, and you just got news. You got a letter. Someone passed away in your family. You think your girl's cheating on you, whatever, and you're all pissed and burnt out. that doesn't mean you can just go and be a grouchy dickhead to this guy or this guy or this guys that you associate with on a daily, because you don't know what's going to push their button, and you don't know what's going on in their head or in their day or in their case. You know what I mean? And you just gotta fucking always have respect. You know, be respectful, carry yourself, and conduct yourself accordingly, and you know, you'll get the same in return. You know what I mean? So you have to know how to deal with, you know, bad moods. You have to know how to deal with other motherfuckers' bad moods that you never even met before. You know what I mean? But but to avoid conflict, you got to know how to move, you know? And if you don't know how to do that, you're going to find yourself in a lot of conflict. You know what I mean? Like you see it all the time. You see it all the time in there. Dudes that fucking just stick out like sore thumbs, man. And drama and negativity is always, like, for some reason, being drawn to those types of individuals. Why? I don't know. You know, a lot of dudes in there are bullies, man. You know, you're gonna come across a lot of fucking bullies in there, and guys that are just predators. You know, they prey on the weak, and if they feel that they can get over on you, they can take something from you, they're gonna fucking try. You know what I mean? So you got to deal with that. You know, but like I said before in some of my previous videos, if you prove yourself and prove you're not a punk, and you're gonna fight and you're gonna stand up for yourself, you know, then shit gets a little bit smoother for you. But for them guys that don't, that shit stays rocky the whole bit. It doesn't matter if you're doing 30 days, 30 months, or 30 years. You know what I mean? Like, your shit's gonna be rocky the whole time. And if you're a pussy in this jail, or a guy that just, like, you know, doesn't carry himself well, you know, you're always in these mood swings, and you know, up and down. Like, one day you're cool, and the next day, because you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, you're acting like a dick to your homeboys that you cook with every night. Eventually, people aren't gonna want to fuck with you. You know what I mean? Because you're weak mentally. They're gonna consider you weak mentally if you can't deal with a bad mood, or if you can't deal with this guy got a problem with the CO, so they get into it and the CO locks the whole block down. That's something that you might have to go through. You know what I mean? And on visit day, and your visit gets yanked. You know what I mean? I'll give you guys a quick story of one time when something like that happened to me. And so we were locked down, right? All the power went out in the jail. The whole fucking jail, all the power went out, right? So me and my celly sitting there playing casino, right? And we just chilling. Next, you know, we hear, and all the fucking lights, the whole place went pitch black. You know what I mean? And the cells have windows in them, but the windows are all dirty, halfway painted over, and then the screen is just completely filled with, like, dust and fucking dead skin pop molecules from people rubbing their foreheads against the shit. And you know what I mean? I used to take fucking a scrubber, like a scrubby pad, and Irish Spring soap, and scrub that motherfucker out every time I moved into a new cell. But anyway, all the power went out in the whole jail and shit, and we got locked down. And while the lights were out, somebody took a shit and threw it into the day room, right? So the day room's like this, and it's a 180, you know what I mean? Fucking half circle. I think they're called 180s. We just call them horseshoe. You know what I mean? But so someone tossed their shit into the middle of the day room. Alright? So no one knew that there was shit there until the fucking lights came on. The lights came on, there was fucking toilet paper, water, shit, human shit. So this shit happened on visit day. So some nasty motherfucker threw his fucking big long ass log out into the day room, and then when the fucking lights came back on, the whole place was trashed. So we were locked down for that. Definitely not coming out at all because of that, right? They were gonna have some mercy on us, let us come out, because we were locked down in the cell like that. It happened fucking during a blockout. You know what I mean? So there's top tier and bottom tier, and during the daytime for 3 or 4 hours, the top comes out, and then at nighttime after dinner, 3 or 4 hours, the bottom comes out, and then it switches every day. Well, top was out, we were in, and then that's when all that happened. So they made everyone lock in, and then people were trashing the day room while the lights were out, and some dude threw shit. And the lights came back on. The white shirt came to walk the block because people were flooding, and the place looked like fucking mayhem hit it, a fucking tornado. Well, the white shirt almost stepped in homie's shit, right? So he was like this fucking close, and someone said, "Oh," they started getting on him, and his whole fucking face went red, and they locked the whole block down for like the whole day, then the next day, and took our fucking visit because that day was visit. So they took the viso, you know what I mean? So, what are you gonna do? You gonna flip the fuck out, freak out, get yourself gassed, beat the fuck up, because they put these gloves on when they extract you. They have sand in them. It's like a 3-pound hit glove. Boom! Hit you and break your shit. You know what I mean? You just gotta roll with the punches. Doesn't matter. You could be having the most splendid day. You know what I mean? That's why I always try and tell people that stress out. I call them stress box 360s. You know what I mean? I try and like take people like that under my wing, because I know what stress and shit will do, and how it will make you look. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers losing weight, they get skinny, they look all fucked off, and it makes them look vulnerable and weak. And I don't like bullies. I don't like motherfuckers that prey on people. So, you know what I mean? I always try to look out for them type of people, and I tell them, listen, we're in here doing time. Time stopped for us. Everybody that you know on the street, that world keeps spinning. No matter if we're doing 20 years, 20 days, whatever. People's lives don't stop. You know what I mean? So you can't worry yourself sick when you got this shit going on right here with you. You know what I mean? That's one thing that, I've always did. Plus, no one ever fucking really ever wrote me or hit me up when I was doing time anyway. You know what I mean? A few people did in the beginning, but 9 times out of 10, they always fall off. You know what I mean? But I always get myself into that mental state. All right, I'm here. I need to deal with this. I can't fucking control what's going on out there. I can't control what, my fucking brother's doing, trying to holler at my baby mom, blah, 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 blah. Whatever the case may be, I tell people, listen, you can't worry about that shit. You got to worry about you. Now is the time for you to be selfish and work on yourself. Look within. You know what I mean? And, that's one of the things that I would always do, and it would help me get through my time. You know what I mean? Cut myself off, cut contact off from the world, because it's gonna do nothing but stress you out. You know what I mean? So I always would just hit my workouts, you know what I mean? Read, draw, do hella tattoos, slinging ink and shit like that. You know what I mean? Just try to find an outlet. You know what I mean? Because good days and bad days are gonna happen in there, man. You know what I mean? And a lot of adversity is going to come your way while doing time. Not only from other motherfuckers, because, like I said before, it don't matter who the fuck you are. When you first land in a joint, you're going to get tested. It don't matter if you were at 15 other joints before that, knocking motherfuckers the fuck out, breaking jaws, all that. People are still going to try to test you, because they're going to think, oh, this guy's big and bad. So people that want to make a name for themselves are going to try to get at you, because you the one that was knocking motherfuckers out in the past 15 jails. You know what I mean? So, bam, the other adversity, getting locked down, visits getting taken. You know what I mean? I didn't give a fuck, It is what it is. You know what I mean? Because you can't change it. There's nothing that you can do about it. Them guards, them SEALs, they have complete power over you. You know what I mean? Even if you band together and fight back, yeah, you'll get a riot going and you'll fuck shit up. But eventually they're going to come and shut your shit down. They're going to come and fuck you up too. You know what I mean? So, you just got to be you got to think. You got to always be, 5 steps ahead of the game. Because it's real easy to get yourself fucked off in there. You know what I mean? By guards, by other motherfuckers. There's a bunch of shit going on. It's like a little city, its own little world in there, you know what I mean? And time stops. Time stops. It's a fucking warp zone, and you're going to have your good days, you're going to have your bad days. You got to be able to roll with the punches. You know what I mean? And do your time. Don't let your time do you. You know what I mean? So hope y'all fucking with the content, man. You know, I always like coming on here and sharing my experiences with y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't done it yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button with the little notification bell. Till next time. You.